With growth came a sense of responsibility. This was really started by me. I had a team that was growing at the time. I think we were about 4 members of staff at the time, but I realized that there were so many times that I was making decisions in isolation. So I needed more connection. I needed more people that would provide advice on all of this journey and all of the things we wanted to continue to do as a club, especially around reviewing investment opportunities, around the kind of activities we were supposed to be providing information to people for or about. So I thought, you know what, I need an advisory board. That was where the idea started, that I needed people that could, give me some external advice. Because sometimes as an individual in business, you get carried away with what you know, but what you know cannot run a business alone. You always need a team of people working with you or an advisory board that could help.
Now and then the board reviews opportunities that come to before they come on the platform.
When we started the Green Investment Club, it was really supposed to be a non-financial accountability group, which is one of the models I share about investment clubs in my book. It wasn't the picture, what we have today wasn't the picture or the vision I had from the beginning, to be honest. It has just evolved over time. But what I've always tried to see is to always recognize gaps and see how I can, fill the gaps and solve a problem when I see one. So as we started to educate people, and just educate them about their finances and investments, it now became clear that there was a gap afterwards, because after you educate people, they say, okay, Tomi, now I understand how investing works and I'm ready to invest. What do I invest in? We started off with just, a lot of research and analysis, money market and stock market. Then we started to look at alternatives as well. We started to look at alternatives where we could fund, companies that needed to raise deposits to on-lend to others. We started to look at partners in the agro-finance industry. We looked at partners in the real estate industry. We looked at partners, in Eurobond, the UK real estate market. We just started to look at partners across the board. And honestly, we didn't get to this point in one day. It was always saying, oh, there's a gap here. How can we fill this gap? Oh, there's a problem here. How can we solve this problem?
We've actually worked on a couple of investment transactions together. I know we've worked on, even in equities, we've at some point in time, we've had to speak to some members of the investment club as regards the stock market. There was a lot of ambiguity as regards to the stock market is declining. What are we going to do? We did a talk as regards how to understand investment cycles in the market. That's educating the TGIC members.
The Green Investment Club has made a major impact in our business. Seeing the Green Investment Club members invest in us showed me that we could actually do more in terms of how we raised more money for the business. So it opened my eyes just having an encounter with the Green Investment Club.
I met Tomi Balogun in 2019. It was at a very low point, I would say, of our business. We had grown so fast and so well, such that we had a huge demand for our facilities by salaried workers in Nigeria. We didn't have enough money to lend. And we came in contact with Tomi on the Green Investment Club. One of the things that really touched me so much was the effort she put in to carry out due diligence. She came physically, she spent quality time, and all I could see was somebody who cared for people behind her. By the time we met the Green Investment Club members, or by the time we met Tomi Balogun, our loan book value was about 250 million naira. By this year, we had gone over 5.5 billion in our loan book value. So that just gives you an idea of the value that members of the Green Investment Club they're adding to this country.
As people that are always, in tune with what people are thinking and what people are experiencing and seeing problems and solving problems, we saw that it was important for investors to start thinking about hedging against the risk of the devaluation of the naira. Basically, it was just something you had to have in your portfolio in some sort of way. Either you would, change your money to dollars and have that in your portfolio in a DOM account, invest in a dollar mutual fund, euro bonds, or consider real estate in another market, such as the United Kingdom. And that's what led us to looking for partners in the United Kingdom, and we happened to partner with Rehoboth Property International.
If you look at what TGIC represents, which is something that for me, it's resonates with my values in terms of having to see that we can change the narrative. We can make things that are not accessible to people that don't have the opportunity of seeing that they can access information, for example. People that wouldn't have access to creating wealth. For us as a firm, everything TGI represent our values, and meeting them and having to grow into this partnership is something that we can't even regret that, because we know what this partnership would be doing for our community.
In the last 4 years, TGIC has grown into one of the most active investment clubs in Nigeria, from 35 members to over 2,000 members from 5 continents. Over this time, the club has actively sought direct investment opportunities in the capital market, agro-processing, consumer lending, logistics, fintech, and real estate development sectors in Nigeria, the UK, and the USA. The club has successfully co-invested $25 million plus for multiple projects and assets in a way that has created jobs and contributed to economic growth in Nigeria.